Hello, hello, hello. I am here with another live of No Bias. And here on this channel, again, we strongly exercise our fair use act, where everything is solely our opinion. That's why we have our polls in the community, and we like to use those polls as a part of our discussion. And whatever is fact, that's what it is, and whatever is not, is not. But in the meantime, in between time, one of the first things that led me to doing this is the Shanquella Robinson case. I've been following this case pretty closely since the beginning. And right now, there's so much controversy from the case. Is the aggressor man or woman? When did it happen? In the morning, afternoon, or night? Did she transition before a certain time, at a certain time? Who was there when it happened? Who was covering up, if anything? Who was accomplice, if anybody? It's just so many questions. Who knew? When did they know? Where did the videos come from? It's so many different theories surrounding this Shanquella Robinson case. What I want to do is just kind of, again, I like sticking to the facts, no bias. And again, sometimes what happens is people get so caught up emotionally or um, with their one sided opinions that the truth gets covered up or important facts get covered up or lies get covered up. So with that being said, if this event happened on October 29th, 2022, that's where we need to start. We can start as early as October 28th when she went there, matter of fact. And that's what I am aiming to do. And just everything that we know from our primary sources, from the mother, from the father, from the sister, from some of the Cabo members that were allegedly there or not, uh, resources from other countries that again has access to information that we don't have. Some of those that information is questioned, but at the same time, again, we want to look at things with no bias. So if the information is there and it can be proven, or if it fits, then we go with it. But if the glove don't fit, then we must acquit here, when we're being unbiased. So with that being said, back to Ms. Robinson, if we start at October 28th, the day that Ms. Robinson left North Carolina, United States, for San Cabo, Mexico, um, and then the 29th, the day that the world did not see, I think, until the 15th of November, almost 2 weeks later. So there's a huge gap in time frame in those 2 weeks where who knew? Where's that story at? Because us people in this YouTube world, us people in social media world, us people who even got the story from the family after the fact. Um, it's a whole timeline of events that can lead to new theories. But what I want to do is try to gather as much information that we can and take those pieces in a puzzle and build timelines that we can match to a resource, to a primary resource that we can attach to a document, something that's tangible that says, yes, this right here shows that this happened on the timeline on this date, and there's no other way to say otherwise. But again, that's where it becomes controversial. He say, she say, here's it at. Reality versus perception. But today is January the 17th, I'm sorry, 2023. We are months into the Shanquella Robinson case. So I can only imagine if the FBI goes back and does exactly what I want to do here. And let's go back to at least October 28th. I'm sure they'll go back for time before that. But at least to October 28th, where I know, we know, she got on the plane that day. She went that day. She ended up in Mexico. She was alive when she got there. She had some kind of activities, event, fun, drinking, possibly. Yes, we would be naive to say no. However, again, that's not what led to her transitioning off of this earth. And what we want to do is find out what led to that, who led to that, and there's a timeline. It's like fingerprints. Shanquella left us something to work with. She didn't leave us with a blank slate. But there are pieces that we have to fill in because there are other people that were there. So, how do we fill in those pieces? We'll talk about it. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel.